Welcome back to Thrifty Whiskey, where we drink whiskey under $30 without knowing what it is. I'm Josh.
I'm Keith.
And I'm Eric.
Joyce, what are we drinking today?
Today you are drinking Windsor Canadian Whiskey. Windsor is produced in Alberta, Canada, and is a blended Canadian whiskey. This bottle comes in at 80 proof and retails for around $8. We paid $9 for this bottle. As always, your prices may vary. Enjoy!
Thanks, Joyce. Let's see what we think of this whiskey.
I have a guess.
Something's wrong with me.
Why?
Because every whiskey I've had so far today, my first thought's been Canadian.
Something is wrong with you. All of these are too... I love the country of Canada, but all of these are too good to be Canadian whiskeys.
I'm getting vanilla on this. Is that right? Are you guys getting vanilla?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm getting straight ethanol. I'm having trouble getting past the alcohol.
So I'm getting vanilla. You're getting straight ethanol. That sounds like a Canadian to me.
I'm getting like a skunky grain
This has me worried.
with some ethanol.
I'm going in for a sip because I'm just having... I don't like what's happening here.
Wow, that's oily.
It burns a little bit.
Getting a little
What
bit
burn?
of mint.
There's the burn. All
Very
right.
thick.
Very, very thick.
I'm not getting many notes. Like I got
No.
I got strong vanilla at the first, and that was about it. Just a little like ethanol layer.
I'm less sure of my guess now. I'm also less sure the goose is wrong.
I'm more sure I'm right now.
Right, I'm thinking you might be right.
Keith's already going for water.
Yeah.
I'm just getting vanilla and spice and like ethanol.
I'm getting like grain and like not sour, but like skunky. Like it's
Herbaceous.
maybe.
I was getting a little bit of mint on the nose. Just getting sweet on the palate. Like just
I could see like a
random sweet.
I could see a little bit of a menthol.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that.
Almost like a Halls. Mentholyptus. Water makes it sweeter.
Certainly makes it sweeter on the nose. I'm getting like a fruity note on the nose now.
A little bit of melon.
That's it. That's the fruit.
Watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
I don't like it.
Wow, that is spot on. Watermelon Sour Patch Kids. Spot on. You don't like it?
I don't like it.
I'm ready for ratings.
Same.
Same.
Gonna be a fast one. Sorry, but we just don't have much to say. You wanna go first or do you want me to go first?
Yeah, I can go first.
Okay.
The nose, I really was not getting much at all. Straight solid ethanol right up the pipes. And that kind of burned me out on picking anything else out of this. Maybe a little bit of sweetness, especially after I added water. I'm giving it a 1. The palate, generic sweetness is all I could come up with on the palate on this one. With and without water. Same thing. Again, a 1. The finish, completely undesirable, boring, nothing at all there. A 1.
Wow, you really did not like this
No.
one. That being said, on the nose I got few notes, and notes I got I did not enjoy. Giving it a 1.
But is there a butt coming?
Nope, that's it. With the water added, there was a little bit of sweetness. That was acceptable. Still a 1. On the palate, though, I enjoyed the sweetness with the water added. Without the water added, it was okay. It was nothing to write home about. I'm going to give it a 2. And the finish, on a good whiskey, this finish would be better. Because it was there, it carried through. I'm going to give it a 2 on the finish. If I had the same exact finish on a better whiskey, though, I think I would rate it better.
My first thought when I smelled it was vanilla, followed by ethanol. I'm gonna go 1.5 on the nose. Palate, I felt like was what I was prepared for. It wasn't strong ethanol on the palate. It was moderate, but it's definitely there. Definitely noticeable ethanol. 1.5 on the palate. Finish, I honestly didn't even think about it until I started thinking about ratings. You said undesirable. I don't know if it's about undesirable, but it's boring. Like, it's just bland. I'm going 1 on the finish.
See, I think on an average whiskey, this would get an average finish.
That's fair.
But because it's a not great whiskey, you could say not great finish. Because it's average.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is why our ratings are subjective and depend on how we rate things, and which is why we also do the price guesses. So let's talk about those. Sub-bar guesses. What kind of whiskey do you think this is? What do you think the proof is? What do you think retail is, and how much would you be willing to pay for this bottle?
I'm going to go Irish. I think it's a higher proof, 88, 86, 88 proof. Price, I'm going to go $13, but I would pay $0. I am not buying this.
I'm going to go Irish as well. This is not a good Irish whiskey. Pretty bad for an Irish. Which makes it a Canadian.
Canadian. Bad Irish.
I'm going to say this is 84 proof. I'm going to say this is 84 proof. Honestly, I think this probably retails for like 18, which I would never pay. I might pay $6 for this.
I'm going Canadian. I'm going 80 proof. I think it costs $10 and I'd pay $8. Let's find out how wrong we were. It's gonna be like a $30 bottle.
If this is a $30 bottle, I will eat my hat.
You don't have a hat.
I know.
$30 single malt.
All right. Well, let's reveal the bottle, and as we do so, hit the like button. I don't care if you like the video or not. Just hit the like button. Today we drank Windsor Canadian.
Knew it was a bad Irish. Again, I love the country of Canada. Great country. Not great whiskey, I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll set the record straight real quick. Canada has great whiskey. They just also have a lot of bad whiskey that they send to Americans. They keep the good whiskey for themselves. Or so I'm told.
I like Crown Royal. It is alright.
I like Forty Creek.
I do like Forty Creek, yeah.
Forty Creek's got some legit Canadian whiskeys. Today we drank Windsor Canadian, a blended Canadian whiskey. What that means by blended Canadian is that a lot of distilleries in Canada, they will distill their grains individually and barrel them and age them individually. So they have like a corn barrel, a rye barrel, a malt barrel, and they'll blend them all together after the fact instead of mashing them all together and then distilling it and aging them. Not all distilleries do that, but it's a common practice in Canada. And usually when you see blended Canadian whiskey, that's what they're referring to.
By tasting this one, I would have assumed that they took the scraps from this distillery and the scraps from that distillery and the scraps from that distillery, put them all in a bottle, and then slapped that label on.
So this is 80 proof. It's at least 3 years old. We don't know the blend. We don't know what the cask type is. Probably some sort of oak of some sort.
Toilet.
Distillery. When I looked at the research, I found it said it was distilled at Alberta Distillery. Now, it says here it was imported and bottled by the Windsor Distillery Company, so not distilled at. So distillery, I believe, based on my research, is Alberta Distillery, who makes good whiskey. One of their whiskeys, the Alberta Premium, which is a cask strength Canadian whiskey, won Bourbon of the Year by Jim Murray, I believe.
Won Bourbon of the Year?
Sorry, not Bourbon of the Year. That's
I was gonna say.
Won whiskey.
What?
Won Whiskey of the Year in Jim Murray's Whiskey Bible, I think in 2020 or 2019. I found one rating for it. Distiller gave this a 70. Just pretty low.
Yeah, that is pretty low for them.
We paid $9 for it. Oh, sorry.
That's close to acceptable.
Yeah, no, we paid $9 for it. The general retail price is $8.
And you paid $9? You paid more than retail for this?
Because Pennsylvania. Believe it or not, it was actually on sale here in Pennsylvania.
For $9?
For $9. But according to Wine Searcher, the general retail price is about $8. I shouldn't say general. The average retail price is about $8. I think I'd take this over Canadian Club.
I think you're right.
I think I'd like Black Velvet better, though.
I think you're right, again.
But that's for another video to decide.
Yeah. We're going to have to do a super budget Canadian. All Canadians under $10.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. A great Irish won the bourbons. Maybe a bad Irish will win the Canadians.
Well, that's what we think of this bottle. Until next time, may the winds of fortune sail you.
May you sail a gentle sea.
May it always be the other guy who says,
This drink's on me.
Especially if it's that.